Hey, Master. I've got a lighter work day than normal. I can afford to stay up a little bit more.
Go!
The big thing for me is that, like, back when I thought I was, like, cis-het, and I've only ever had one, like, physically intimate relationship, my worldview on, like, what I would like in terms of physical intimacy was very old-fashioned, for lack of a better term. And part of my journey with gender identity was coming to terms with and learning to move past some unintentional self-loathing bigotry I had. And now I'm just like, nah. A T4T relationship would be pretty fucking cool. That is so unfortunate, Musta. I'm sorry. A lot of my, like, reservations with, like, dating in general, and also knowing that, like, by virtue of being a trans lesbian, I've probably narrowed my pool to largely consist of other trans lesbians or, like, trans sapphics. Like, not exclusively. Like, I'm sure the chance that I meet, like, a cis sapphic who is willing to date a trans woman is, like, non-zero. But, like, realizing a lot of my fear and reservation of that is really just fear of the unknown. Tana for T14 means, like, trans for trans. It's a trans person dating another trans person. Yeah. This is also why I'm stuck between the rock and hard place of whenever I decide that I am ready to start dating, which is mostly going to be, am I able to afford dating? In terms of dating app, do I go with Hinge, Her, or Tammy? Because Hinge is the one that's, like, for serious relationships, and I'm like, yes, I am looking for a serious relationship, but also I have heard that Hinge is very cis-het coded. Like, they have features that help with, like, not cis-het, but also, like, you're gonna likely deal with chasers on that platform. And then there's Her, which is specifically designed for, like, sapphic relationships. I'm like, yes, I like sapphic relationships, but also, like, how many of those are willing to date a trans woman? And then there's Tammy, which is, like, specifically LGBT, which is like, yes, I am that. But also, like, I've heard that's, like, more casual, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm looking for that. So, I don't know. Dating is weird. And I've always thought it was weird. Every relationship I've ever ended up with, I was always like, yeah, I really like this person. They probably don't like me back. Holy shit, they like me back. How did that happen? What did I do? Speed dating overrated in America? I honestly just don't have any experience with, like, casual dating, so I couldn't tell you. Like, every relationship I've ended up with, or I've ended up in, my intention was for it to be a long-term relationship. I've never just dated for the sake of it. Modern dating apps is such a nightmare. Sure seems like it. I was talking to my best friend from high school about this because he just got married like a few months ago. And he was like, yeah, I highly recommend Hinge because that is how I met my wife. And I'm just like, that's great for you. You're a cis hetero white male. It's also funny because he got like so profoundly lucky. Like, this is a story that he and his wife have both told, is that like she apparently was in the fucking trenches, like matching with like so many people on Hinge before finally like matching with him and like actually hitting it off. And he was just like, yeah, no, she is the only person I matched with. And apparently he didn't get the meta of dating apps where you're supposed to chat a little bit and then you meet up for a date like very quickly and then figure out whether or not they give you the ick. Apparently he wanted to chat for like weeks before actually going on a date. And she was just like, does he just not get it? And I was like, to be fair, I wouldn't get it either. Why do I keep hitting that? That's my other thing, Sky. I'm just sitting here thinking, surely I will eventually meet my one true love through speedrunning. That will surely happen eventually. I will meet the person that I am meant to meet through speedrunning, because this is a hobby I really enjoy, and there are plenty of awesome people here. Let's just ignore the fact that I've already dated somebody in the speedrunning community, and that ended horribly. Wow, that was not it. Oh, I've never used the dating app either. This is why I'm so anxious about the thought of doing so. Possibly Eon, but that feels like potentially parasocial. At the same time, though, that's how Dale met his girlfriend. And they've been together for like a couple years, and two, they are so cute together. No, I asked Dale how he met Strawberry. He was like, yeah, so like she just commented on one of my YouTube videos, and then we just started chatting, and then she just came to visit, and I was just like, dude, what the actual fuck? He's like, so if you ever need motivation to continue making content, that's it. And I was just like, fuck you. I love Deo. I'm probably seeing Deo this weekend. That's pretty great. I think the easiest way you can sum up the furry fandom is it's a fandom that enjoys like anthropomorphism. Is like probably the easiest way to describe it. That's like a very blanket umbrella definition though. There's like levels to it, because there's like a lot of the furry fandom like you know, like dresses up in like fursuits and stuff. I don't know how much I consider myself part of the furry fandom. I'm just like, yeah, sure, why not? But I don't like actively engage in the furry fandom or anything. I'm kind of just like, you know, foxes are cool, and I really like the trope of human character with animal features like ear and tail. What the fuck? Okay. The unfortunate thing is that, like, the furry fandom is also a group that just has, like, a very bad stigma on certain parts of the internet because the internet's awful. And it's fucking wild because, like, basically every furry I've ever met is, like, the nicest human being ever. I think I just bounced on that arrow crate. You're good, Sion. I don't mind explaining things as long as people are willing to listen and learn. I think it shows a good deal of character when someone says, I don't understand this thing, but I want to learn. As opposed to saying, I don't understand this thing, so it must be stupid. Kind of thing. I've considered submitting to, like, fastest furs, because I probably qualify for that. There's no way that just hit me. Yeah, Zendale and Hypno definitely have a different vibe than my chat. Which is not to say bad things about their chats. Definitely just is different depending on the streamer. Yeah, that's fair. It always just takes a while.
Prepare for a beating, Bandicoot. You're ruining my solo.
Yeah, I like having the real talks.
Stay away from my robot. He's
As long as it's not like an overly negative vibe.
death metal. No bandicoots allowed on the drums. Ah! The show must go on. You really know how to make me mad. We'll do this the hard way. Will you stop interrupting my son?
Will you stop interrupting my sax? What just happened? It's a very difficult, intricate skip. So, you slide spin into engine. And that's it. Basically, if you slide spin into engine, it hits him twice and it just skips the attacking phase. So, you can basically skip most of the fight. Oh, they fixed it? Nope, they never fixed that. They couldn't fix that because it didn't involve an invisible wall. Every single skip they patched out of Crash 4 was them just throwing in another invisible wall. Also, none of those got fixed on PC anyway. Oh, they fixed the nitros in out for launch. They fixed those very early. They just never fixed them in shipping error. They were like, well, if we fix the nitros in shipping error, it'll ruin the name of the level. Okay. I wish that cycle lined up a little better, because then a Death Abuse would probably be optimal there. I mean, on one hand, it's a bug. I don't even know if I call it a bug, because they fixed it in Out for Launch, but they didn't fix it in shipping error. Like, they were both like that on release, and then they quickly patched the game to have it not be like that in Out for Launch, but they never fixed shipping error. Hello?
Eyes on target.
Not tonight, but soon. Maybe tomorrow. The sub goal was met against all odds. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow and I'll make the stream title Torture Tuesday. Did I find the hidden green gem? Ah, fuck, I forgot. Is it late where I am? Yeah, it's like 2:46 in the morning. The only reason I'm still going is because I don't really have to get to work until like 11 or 11:30 tomorrow, so. And I took a nap earlier, so.
Mixing potions, brewing potions, drinking potions, testing potions. This dimension was quite peaceful when I arrived. Unfortunately, my potions had some murderous effects on the inhabitants. All of a sudden, as you went... Resort to live tests for my experiments, but you know, omelets, eggs, superpowered potions, marsupial, other animals.
Reminds me of Neo Nippon, minus the kaiju tanuki. Aw, kawaii!
Oh, I almost fucked up.
Look at us, just like the old days.
Almost fucked up again.
Working together against those who keep us down and
Oh, that outrageously fast.
forcing us to pick out our own version
Yeah, it
of
is
life.
nice
Can't say I
not
see
having to deal with
all that jumping
the
you
same
do.
level again in
Perhaps
Enhanced.
I don't have the right body for it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna not fuck with this. Alright, have a nice guy. Thank you again for the gift subs. Nailed it. Failed it. Yeah, this guy's cool.
Sometimes I think you're my only friend. And then I realize
No, that's right. Seem to take the hit there. That hidden gem was nasty. That's where it is in vanilla.
any guesses on your reward? I'll give you a hint. It's something you've had before.
Do I have any worse currently? Not in any categories that people actually run.
Potion, I'll be strong enough to defeat anyone, even court. I need to test my might against this formidable foe.
Yeah, that's honestly not that bad of a hidden gem. Nah, I'm not really a war grinder. Not anymore. I put that life behind me. The run it by you one's pretty obnoxious. They made it super obvious in Enhanced, and honestly, I'm okay with that. Because it was one of the more ridiculous ones in Vanilla.
Yes, hurry! Your reward is just up ahead.
Huh. Thought that was going to save more time.
Just stay put while I test this. Hold still. For science! Fuck the face!
Or my hobbies and interests outside of speedrunning. The main one's Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is honestly just as big to me as speedrunning is.
Fly, my gelatinous fiddlesticks!
I used to compete in Smash Bros, but I haven't done that seriously since before COVID, and don't really plan on going back to it.
Ooze your ways. Oh, why? Why don't people take me seriously?
Not into sports. I watch some movies, but I'm not like a avid moviegoer. I probably should be into wellness stuff, but I'm not. This effect does absolutely nothing, as it should. Yeah, I'm a dog walker slash pet sitter slash dog daycare attendant. That I started doing last year. Yeah, I like it a lot. It doesn't pay nearly as much as my old field, but it is a hell of a lot more fun. Oh. Oh. What was the old one? I used to do like just like government office work. I was a corporate drone and I hated every single second of it. But I quit that at the start of 2023. I think, well, not I think, it's very clear my attempt to be full-time content creator definitely did not pan out. However, it was still a success in the sense that I got out of a field that probably would have killed me if I stayed. Not to get morbid, but don't know if I'd still be here if I was still doing office work. corporate office work for clarification, because I did say I've been looking for an office job at the dog daycare, but I think that's significantly different than office job being just another cog in the machine of morally questionable government stuff. Seems like I made big changes in the last few years. Just a few. I was having this conversation because I met up with a childhood friend that I hadn't seen in a while at my friend's wedding back in December. And I just remember, well, first off, when I talked to him, I was like, yeah, so a lot's changed, and gestured at my entire self. He was like, yeah, I heard. But even just beyond that, like, we were talking about work stuff, and I was like, yeah, I did, you know, government contracting for 7 years. I hated all of it. And now I walk dogs. And he was like, oh, well, you could get like a really good job with your math degree. And I was just like, yeah, but I hate that work and I don't want to do it. Personal training, always enjoyed helping people with your best selves. Hell yeah. I don't know if it's the lighting in this level, but she looked kind of bald there. Yeah, I should probably take better care of myself than I do. Yes, you can, Musta. Do I feel like I got any transferable skills? I don't know.
Jump on a TNT crate. What am I? The Bandicoot?
I have experience with computers. And by that I mean I know how to put data into Excel.
Ah, bastards! They'll get every last one of yous.
Oh, I missed.
I made all them tablecloths myself.
Vegetarian, yeah. I need a vegetarian math job. No, I don't. I like chicken and steak too much to ever be a vegetarian. I don't know. I always just felt like when I was doing corporate work, just being like a, you know, like a number cruncher in the machine, I felt like any work I was doing was either completely pointless or was for the purpose of something that I would consider morally and or ethically dubious. Hence why I didn't want to do it anymore.
Nice.
It's at least like, as like a content creator, I make Twitch and YouTube content that people really enjoy, so like I'd like to believe I make people's day better. I probably make some people's days worse, but that's fine. As a DoorDasher, because I did that for a little bit just to make more money, like I was delivering people's food, so that probably made their day better. And then as a dog walker, I'm taking care of people's dogs when the demands of their life makes it too busy for them to be able to, you know, sometimes shit gets in the way. You need other people to walk your dog, or you need your dog to go to a daycare to socialize with other dogs because you just can't do that because life sucks. So, like, I'm helping in that regard also. And, like, that's all a lot more fun than, the less I know about what this thing I'm doing in corporate, probably the better. Okay. That's fine. I will say the math skills have helped me a lot in hobbies and stuff. Like, having like the analytical math mind that I have has helped me a lot in just like theory crafting and deck building in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's also helped a little bit in speedrunning as well. Thank you, Sam. That really means a lot. Honestly, just like messages like that are what remind me why I do this in the first place. Like, if I can even just make a few people's day better, then it's worth it. Just get that out of there. Confetti in the water. Yeah, it's a nice touch. The aftermath of the big party. Told Hypno in chat yesterday, made him cry during our workplace run. You felt kind of bad. I don't think I've ever seen that man cry. I've seen that man pop the fuck off, but I've never seen him cry. But I can guarantee you he really appreciated that. Having met him personally, like that hearing that from someone would probably mean a lot to him. It was one of your go-to streamers when I got into Twitch at the start of the pandemic. Thank you, Anthony.
That's more like it. Man.
I think Hypno would definitely have the same philosophy as me. As like, if you can even make one person happy with your content, then like, it's worth it. Now he's making like several hundred people happy. I'm just like, man, he did something different from me because he's making it. But I'm also like, it's no mystery that I've like grappled with a lot of like self-doubt with content, especially after I had like my high in 2022 and then just like very gradually fell off the following 3 years. And just struggling with rebuilding, but also accepting that I might not ever reach that high again. And then going back to, like, just doing it for the sake of, like, okay, I forgot why I was doing this in the first place. I need to remember why I loved it so much and just go where it takes me. And that's what I've been doing. And I think, honestly, ever since, like, my, like, meltdown I had in November regarding content, I feel like the stream's been doing a lot better. Not necessarily view-wise, although also view-wise, it has been improving. Although part of that is probably because I've been playing Crash again. But also just, like, I feel like the vibes have just been better. My left hand is cramping again. It's the revenge of the doorknob. That's such an unfortunate death. Yeah, I mean, I made it clear when I posted about it in my server in November. I was like, I'm gonna stream on my own terms, doing what I want and not chasing success. And then if doing things on my own term leads to success, great. That's better than what I was doing before. If it doesn't, then I can at least know I had fun doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I also just don't want to be the person that does only Crash, which is also why, despite how long it is taking to make said video, I am committed to making my next video be a non-Crash one. Yeah, I mean, I've grappled with my own, like, depressive thoughts. And I've had close friends who, well, I've had a close friend who regrettably did not win their battle. So having been on that, like, edge myself and also been a part of the aftermath of how it affects people when someone loses. Like, between, like, both from the from the perspective of, like, just doing content that I want to do, and also just, like, not resigning myself to a corporate office life that I, like I said, don't know if I'd still be around if I had stuck to it, considering that's the position that my friend was in. And knowing how much he struggled, it's just like, again, I'm just gonna do things on my own terms. It's like that line in the second, like, Spider-Verse movie. It's like everybody's trying to tell me how my story's supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. That's basically my MO. Do I think my transition has affected my ability to blow up? I think it affected things in the sense that, on one hand, yes, there have been some people who have been blatantly transphobic to me since I came out, but I wouldn't want those people around anyway, so I don't really consider that a net loss. That's kind of more like, okay, I weeded out people in my community that I would have considered shit anyway and would have gotten rid of regardless. I think more of the loss just came from people who may have been off the grid when I came out, and therefore when they come back they don't recognize the username, and some people will just be like, oh, who's this, tune into the stream and be like, oh, it's them. And then catch up on what happened. And they're like, oh, cool. And then they come back. There's been plenty of people like that. Like, Iris was gone for a while when I came out. And then they came back and they're like, oh, yeah, no, I've been gone for a while. But I, like, caught up on, like, what happened. And I'm like, cool. And now they're still here. But then, like, other people probably just went like, oh, I don't recognize this username. I don't remember following them. Unfollows. But, like, that's not necessarily because of, like, bigotry. That's kind of just like, oh, I don't recognize this username, so, like, I'm just going to unfollow. Which, like, yeah, that just happens. But realistically, like, I was already, like, my stream was already on a bit of a downswing by the time I came out. So I don't think it had a major negative effect on what happened with, like, my viewership and stuff. Like, I was already on a low point anyway. Could it have contributed? Maybe, but I ultimately don't think it was as significant as the fact that I just stopped doing Crash stuff exclusively. And in fact, spent a good portion of 2024 and 2025 just not playing Crash at all. I think that had a bigger impact than anything. Yeah, like, I tried to make it as public as possible. That way, like, it wouldn't dramatically affect the channel. Like, for a few months after I changed my username, I just had, like, in, like, big caps lock in the title, like, changed username, this is old username. But, like, some people still just didn't catch it. And then I, like, made several posts about it on the YouTube. Like, I made the announcement video, and then I made posts saying that, like, I was going to change my username at this time. I will say this, though, like, since... Not just since coming up, but since having, like, the drop-off that I did in terms of, like, viewers, I feel like in terms of actual community, like, my stream and mostly my stream community, but also, like, the people who come from YouTube, I feel like that aspect, like, the people who've stuck around feel a lot closer knit than when I had, like, you know, a lot of people watching just because I play Crash. I feel like I'm more personally connected to the people who are still here than I ever was to, like, you know, when I had, like, 130 people watching me play insert Crash Bandicoot game here, solely because I was playing insert Crash Bandicoot game here. Like, I have more people now, like, I have less overall people who watch the stream, but I have more people in general who will watch me no matter what I'm playing. Like, I remember there was a time where I could get, like, 50, 60 people watching me play, like, the Insane Trilogy. But then, like, the moment I played, like, lack of a good example, because I did run this at the time, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Like, I would switch to that, and, like, I'd have, like, 5. Or, better example, like, I'd have, like, 70, 80 watching me play, like, Twin Sanity or Crash 3 or something. And then I'd switch to Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, and I'd have, like, 20.
Oh, how I missed this.
But nowadays, it's just like, okay, well, if I do a Crash game, I might have, like, 40, 50. On a good day, I might have 60, 70. 6 or 70. But then, like, I could do, like, Kingdom Hearts or, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or motherfucking 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue, and I'll probably still have, like, 20, 30 viewers. Like, that, I think, is a bigger accomplishment than anything. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm playing. There's, like, more than a dozen people watching. The sooner that meme dies, the better. Embrace it. Dread it. Run from it. 6, 7 arrives all the same. I'll say the moment I stopped trying to understand what the point of 6-7 was, the moment it started to kind of be funny. Like, it's just a stupid thing that's kind of funny when it just shows up by sheer coincidence. Like, I think that's the humor in it, is that it doesn't mean anything, but it just pops up. I don't fully understand it, but I can appreciate it, kind of thing. I don't know. For one, I have doubts on Crash 5 even happening, but also I definitely wore myself out trying to push Crash 4 as much as I did, especially when it only took a few months for me to like not really want to do Crash 4 anymore, and my actual big pop-off in terms of viewership happened after I stopped running Crash 4. Like, it was when I went back to the original trilogy plus Twin Sanity that my stream, like, really took off again. Which, Hypno Shark went through the same thing. Like, he tried to, like, hardcore grind NF. Like, just to chase the new viewers. Realized that he didn't enjoy it as much as the original. Went back to the original, and then became bigger than he ever was on NF. Like, I kind of just did the same thing. It was like, I chased Crash 4... was not enjoying it as much, went back to the PS1 games and got big off of the PS1 games.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and
But it's also like, in the similar vein, when I was forcing myself to play, like, Crash in general, when it was clear that I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and then it was like, well, let me just do things that I actually like, and then now 102 Dalmatians and Kingdom Hearts are significant parts of my stream. I'd like to make Pokemon one of those things also, honestly. I should probably play more Pokemon in order to do that.
I've made a few upgrades to my blimp.
By FM, do we mean Forbidden Memories or
Giant
Final Mix?
deadly missiles. Punchbot Mark II, deploy. Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you, not me. Let's try this one.
Forbidden Memories. I own it. I personally don't love the regular version of Forbidden Memories, but I haven't played it in a very long time. I'd be willing to try the 15 card mod, but I think I'd like to have my friend Marathon Man coach me through it, because he's like way more in tune with that game than I am. That was delayed.
Well, if you won't play fair,
Yeah, Mario Kart's kind of a... It hasn't been anything recently, but I did have like a big Mario Kart era, which I definitely am not like done with Mario Kart. It's just like I need to be in the mood for it.
crush the Bandicoot, smash in his head. I wonder what happens if I hit all the buttons at once. Feel the wrath of Cortex.
The biggest thing that stops me from doing CTR is just like how painful it is on my hands. But yeah. As far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes, like usually when I run something, I run Duels of the Roses. Sometimes I'll play like actual Yu-Gi-Oh on stream, but that's pretty rare. I did it a few days ago though. To snapshot how badly the other CTR is dead, I thought you meant NF, and I was like, why are you shit talking NF? And then I was like, oh no, you mean Crash Team Rumble. Sometimes I'm not fully convinced that game wasn't just a fever dream. IRL stream the dog walks. I feel like that breaches some client, like, privacy thing. I play Spyro sometimes. I don't know. Like, I don't think we need to brainstorm things to be more successful. I just will do what I do, and if it leads to something cool, if not, I'm happy just doing what I'm doing. I had that time of, like, trying to, like, chase success, and it's just like, eh. It's more stress than it's worth. That was not what I wanted to happen. Nailed it. Beautiful.
Let's see how these prehistoric predators like my blaster's new settings. They laughed when I added blockification. Well, who's laughing now? Me. Ooh, bouncy.
Okay, Vortex.
Ooh, I've never tried a volcano lair. Do good guys have volcano lairs? Much to learn. On second thought, no volcano lair. I can feel my nostril hairs sizzling. Haven't seen mushrooms that big since I left the Gigantizotron running overnight.
Hey Doug, have I been enjoying this joy of a speedrunning game? Well, I'm playing an easy version mod, so yeah. Am I feeling it now, Mrs. K? Well, I'm not married, so I'd be Miss K, but yeah. It does, in fact, make it much more enjoyable.
I must reach the spot.
Who named this level Ship Happens? Somebody at Toys for Bob.
cold winter's night, have yourself a bite of Bandicoot stew.
Yeah, Vanilla Crash 4 is a very draining run, even for any percent. I've been doing vanilla recently just because I've been helping to push for an any percent no out of bounds category. And it looks like it's almost definitely happening now. So I can rest and do this, which is the one I'm more interested in doing. Please tell me I didn't miss a crate there. I'm just gonna die to be safe. It definitely looked like I did. I'd rather not reset this run. Well, if I reset this run, the stream is ending. Yeah, I know, Super Sphere. I'm just always paranoid and just break them anyway. Those weren't the ones that I thought I missed. I thought I missed one of the ones on the right, which I could have been wrong because I might have just seen the mushrooms in the side of my eye that are blue. But I just rather be safe than sorry, and it only probably lost like 10 seconds, so. Yeah, I mean, like, we're, like, more or less tied with pace right now, but I have a lot of time saved later on, so.
May I assist?
I think this game would be a lot more enjoyable without all the rail parts. The easy mode mod does cut down a lot of the rails, which I think is nice.
All right. Gotta be another one of them shimmery things around here.
Eat the leafa. What's my thoughts on the Dingodile section? Dingodile is, for the most part, the most fun side character. This level is a notable exception, but it's not even because of Dingodile. I don't actually think there's a Dingodile section in any level that I dislike. Like, even in the Dingodile levels I consider not good, it's not because of Dingodile, it's because of the other character you play as. That's not what I wanted to have happen.
Time to go home.
Okay, yeah, Death Abyss is definitely faster. Oh no, I hate Rush Hour. That level sucks. One of the best things that both versions of Enhanced does is split that level into two.
Tractor view enabled.
I don't know, if you want the perfect example of the fact that I can also bleed when playing this game, watch me doing the my 106% playthrough of this during the first Cubathon. I was like crashing out so much because this game fucking sucks to 106%. I did not need to do it like that. It's fine. It's fine. It might not be fine. It's fine.
Got to find that shit. Ugh. If I only hadn't replaced my blaster's teleport with that hair dry function.
There's no way that just happened. I don't know. I wouldn't call Wrath of Cortex as 106% easy
Got to find that
either. It's not miserably hard like this game's 106, but it's definitely not a walk in the park. You still got shit like Coral Canyon and Smokey and the Bandicoot to deal with. Force of fucking nature. Yeah. That's fine.
Get launched in 10, 9, 3. Blast off!
I mean, again, I don't think TWAC 106% is like the most difficult thing ever. But I don't think it's like super easy either.
Stowaways? Well, hey, where'd my cart go? I swear I left my cart parked right there. My 6th cart stolen this year. My wife's gonna kill me.
That could have been a disaster if I spinned any bit later.
Attention crew, asteroid field ahead. Buckle your seatbelt, we're hit. Unbuckle those seatbelts and get yeah. Quickly begins. Prepare master and escape ship.
I like how we just keep teetering between being ahead and being behind. right then. Yeah, that's the thing with like 106 in this game is that, like, just making like a single mistake and just losing minutes upon minutes of progress because of it is like genuinely one of the most defeating feelings ever.
Door between dimensions.
Reality shattering proportions.
It's crazy that in like ACG, I feel like there'd be still like an hour left in this run.
Something monumentally stupid.
Not from our universe. I fly solo.
Is this all there is? Forever?
New partner.
Scheming behind my back? We're out of our endless cycle.
In my universe, bandicoots are
Yeah,
considered
40 minutes sounds
pests.
more accurate.
Is fit for extermination as a housefly.
Oh, how modern.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, there's only 30 minutes
I
left.
find it disgusting. I much prefer spiders.
I wonder if that laser can actually hit you.
Yes. So elegant, spiders.
Soon a little legs
A
to
lost
pull.
puppy's found its way home.
Let's kick them down. Activate the security lasers. Enough. I won't be foiled by a
Funny thing is, Musta, naturally on my first playthrough of this game, I played as Coco. And when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck was that? And someone had to explain to me that if you play it as Crash, it's the woe meme.
I'll squash this bug.
think I could have made that without unfreezing. Yeah, food run's one of the best levels in the game. It's a contender for best, in my opinion.
Let's see if these tall poppies know how to smoke a steak.
Well, I'm definitely a lesbian because I can't go straight to save my life. Oh yeah, no, I always play this uncapped.
Blimey, best not to think about that. Does this mean I have
French fries potential? I want French fries.
Am I a franchise? Could I open a restaurant in an airport?
Hey Mel, how the runs been tonight? They've been whatever. They've been aight.
in my franchise because I saw my future franchise. Oh, bollocks, my head hurts.
Yum yum. I want food. Baked 3 pies this weekend. Ooh. Endless pie. Endless pie.
Wonder what the local delicacy is here. I hope it's spicy. And fried.
Oh, that was not it. Okay. That was not it either. Okay, everything's fine. Oh no, these pies aren't homemade. They were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bombs. Not used to how slow this is. Things connecting the trains to the rails. Let's see. And yeah, those don't auto-kill. When do you ever have masks in this game? That's great. Now, why doesn't Cortex have a pistol whip attack? It's not about that. Like, I have morals, Kylie. Cortex gameplay is always so assy. It is an acquired taste. I like him more than Tana, but I don't think he's like super good. Yeah, the dash mechanic is very nice.
And now for me to stop me.
Yeah, that's like the biggest problem, Musta. He's more functional here than... I don't know if it's necessarily that he's more functional, it's just that his gameplay in Twin Sanity is really bad. His gameplay in Twin Sanity isn't the factor of it doesn't work, because it does work, it's just not fun. For me, it's Crash and Coco, then Dingo, then Cortex, then Tana. I think part of that, though, is that Tana's just really fucking boring. Like, at least Cortex has got, like, interesting tech. Tana's just really basic, and her levels aren't interesting. Cortex is such a fucking gem of a character. Coco is my favorite character, but I think Cortex is the best, like, most well-written character in the series. Bob really plays him up to be an asshole in this game, as he should be. What oob was that? It just lets you skip the entire gem path in this level. Fun fact, you can do that in vanilla Crash 4. It's just completely pointless because the gem path has crates in it. It is way easier than doing the gem path, but you're eventually gonna have to do it for the box gem anyway. But it's also like, if you do that gem path, how in the hell are you not getting the box gem? Or how are you not getting the hidden gem? Wow, that didn't hurt me. I still might try a meme like all hidden gems run for category extensions. Because it would include the... It would include the inverted levels. Yeah, no, I meant how are you not getting the hidden gem? No, not getting the box gem is very easy in that level. And that's what makes it so frustrating. You know what else? Not getting the Wumpa gem in that level.
You smell good enough to eat.
I love that emote. I don't even know what it is, but I love the way that the ears flap.
Any guesses on your reward? I'll give you a hint. It's something you've had before. Once I perfect my potion, I'll be strong enough to defeat anyone, even Court. I can fight against a formidable foe.
Idle spin is too funny, thanks. I like doing it a lot.
You make a good team. If you survive my trial, if you enjoy your reward, we will make an even better team. Yes. just up ahead.
Why is Embryo doing his best Jeff Goldblum impression? Why not? Coco, you can stop spinning. Nah, she doesn't know how.
This place rules.
She spun too close to the sun.
Whoa, rat chainsaw.
Brad Chainsaw and his evil twin Chad Rainsaw.
Attention minions! The Bandicoots are inside. Start the Doom Raid!
Not seeing Coco's outfit change between masses tripping you up. Yeah, but it's like, it's nice when I'm using a skin that doesn't look a lot similar to her default. Like when I'm using the evil Coco skin or the Spider-Gwen one, I think it looks a lot better.
You'll never find me, Neo-Cortex. This castle is a maze. I alone know all of its secret halls and passages.
I simultaneously do and do not want to find a faster way to do this.
Grandfather that opens when you press on his triangular fossa. But how?
I know, I might mess with it at some point.
I padded up the hill of your games, you lout! Lout? Why, I never!
What is it? Am I seeing
I think I wanted that mask.
Embryo, quickly! Revoke this fraud's hologram access! No, Embryo! I'm no fraud! I'm from the future! You must listen to me!
What even is body
Embryo,
slamming?
Do you not recognize your own master? I'm the real Cortex!
Really? I call fucking shenanigans on that. Rip past Cortex screaming for help. We'll never know what happened to him.
I won't let me fail. I mean, fail differently. I mean, oh, crash!
Try again. Fuck, dude. I need to lab this level out also.
Wait for me to reason with me.
Fucked up.
Why can't I be more
I need to work on this
reasonable
level.
like I am?
Oh, that that bat wasn't frozen. I death abused there on purpose. I wanted the mask.
Yoink. Did you jump on the shoot-o-matic? Assistant!
Second, no, that one is just always stationary on easy mode. It's supposed to be there.
Just relax and accept non-existence. Shoot-o-man blasted! Assistant, help! Time out, time out!
I think what gets them to freeze is game sucks.
Nihil-laser, fire!
Except for when it's good.
I can smell your fleas boiling. Careful, I might slip. Yes, your whole world is upside down. Confused? Disoriented? I can see your tiny brain
Almost
cells
didn't jump.
frying themselves. Assistant, help!
Where's this rank in terms of Cortex fights? I had it pretty high in general on the boss ranking. I think the only ones I had above it were Crash 1 and Crash 3. I think this is a really good fight.
Ready, set, power be unbelievable.
Ah, that is not what I should have done.
Assistant, help! Rude. Enough. I'm bored of your shenanigans. Blast it! Assistant, help!
What can I say? I'm a natural.
Not like this.
Not like this. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. I threw everywhere except for Snacks Dimension this time.
Must have taken a hit to the old temporal lobe. But a fallen foe can only mean one thing. It came to blows, and I won! My new general's first order of business will be to dispose of you. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex. But Dr. Vortex, the vortex.
Thanks for the GGs, everyone.
I have no idea what it could do.
Also, hi, Big Claws.
Failure again.
Had his head changed shape so quickly. It's a medical condition, Grody. Why are you pointing it out?
This game has been a work of fiction.
It was fun to watch. Thanks. Yeah, no, I like this version of Enhanced. Because you hate him? Wow. I see how it is. $152. I feel like this can probably go to, well, I can probably get it to sub 150. Who knows what anybody else can do with it. Put someone like Cookie on this and can probably go sub 1.5 hours.